Hello, folks, and welcome back to my channel. This is, what's my channel's name again? Horror Town, right? Sorry, forgot for a second. Today I have another episode review for you of the show called Supernatural. Indeed, today we're going to be looking at the very second episode of the first season called Wendigo. Or is it Wendigo? Not entirely sure. Anyhow, the episode originally aired on September 20th, 2005. That's 20 years ago. It was directed by David Nutter and written by Eric Kripke, Ron Milbauer, Terry Hughes Burton. And it stars Jared Padalecki, Jensen Ackles, and Callum Keith Rennie as the main actors, right? So, these two gentlemen that you see on the movie poster, of course, they are the brothers. They are the ones at the forefront of the show. They're kind of leading the show forward as the main plot kind of revolves around them and their search for their missing father. So in this episode, basically, Sam and Dean Winchester are going to be the last, what happened last time was with in the pilot episode with the woman in white, and obviously something big happened afterwards. And well, to cut a long story short, they actually left Stanford, where Sam was staying, because of something pretty traumatic that happened there. And basically, they're still looking for their father, and now they have his journal, right? So they're basically following the coordinates, right? And they are hoping that this will lead them to him, right? To John Winchester, their father. So basically, their search is going to lead them to that place in Colorado, if I'm not mistaken, called Blackwater Ridge. You might ask yourselves, what is in Blackwater Ridge? Well, it's mainly a wooded area, right? Some surrounded by woods kind of place. And basically they're gonna make some kind of fascinating discovery, some terrifying discovery, I might add, about basically some campers going missing, right? And they're gonna notice that there's a pattern, and that there might be a creature there for them to hunt, right? As a young woman, is gonna be hiring a ranger to go looking for her missing brother, Tommy, right? Who disappeared after going camping in the woods with his friends, right? So basically, she's pretty worried about what might have happened. And this takes us back to the beginning of the episode, where you have these campers, they're messing around, they're in their tents about to go to sleep, and suddenly some scary creature in the night just snatches them up, takes them, kidnaps them. And yes, we don't know what that is until Sam and Dean go and, kind of look for it, right? So this young woman, her name is Haley, by the way. She's gonna be hiring some ranger, and her other brother, her younger brother, if I'm not mistaken, are gonna go in an effort to try and find and locate their missing brother, right? So Sam and Dean Winchester, actually Dean kind of decides that this might be a good job for them. They're gonna decide to go and tag along, so to speak, and try and find the creature and kill them in order to in order to bring this family some closure, a sense of closure. And well, I'm not gonna spoil the episode or anything, since the episode's title is called Wendigo. This is pretty much what they're hunting in this episode. Big shocker, right? Big spoiler alert. But so, yeah, that's basically what happens. They're gonna be hunting it down, and they're gonna look for ways to kill it. And I'll let you find out for yourselves what exactly that is, because that would be spoiling it now, wouldn't it? So as I mentioned, they're gonna be going out in the woods, looking for clues, looking for, ways that can help them locate this missing person, Tommy. And yeah, they're gonna be basically kind of facing the creature sooner or later. And it's going to be pretty interesting. And they're going to make, a discovery as well about, how they're going to find out about this creature's habits and what keeps it alive and so on and so forth. So, and obviously how to take care of it. So that's basically how the episode kind of progresses. You have them searching, looking in the woods, going to all those different places, trying to find the tents and looking for, any clue, any evidence. They're going to find these claw marks on the trees, these splatters of blood here and there. So that was pretty interesting. So before I get a little bit ahead of myself, as I probably already have, let me tell you, perhaps since I've already kind of talked about the episode, kind of gave the main plot without giving too much away. What did I think about this episode? I think this episode was absolutely, wonderful. I really enjoyed the heck out of it. And this is actually, I believe that this episode is even better than the first one, right? So, for one thing, now that we have the two main characters, Sam and Dean Winchester, we are more into, the show itself, since the characters are there. You kind of know their backstory. You kind of know what is their, resolve, what they want to achieve. So you have a better sense of the characters, a better sense of the plot, a better sense of, the events that are, unraveling. You basically know more, right? So I thought that this was pretty good. Sam and Dean Winchester in this episode are even better as brother. Like I said, the chemistry between Jared and Jensen is so good, right? And you can really definitely you can tell that in the show itself, this is exactly the kind of relationship you would expect from two brothers, right? And I really enjoy how the two of them, they're kind of mess around a little bit, but at the same time they're serious too. And there's that famous line, in this episode, the family business, that's a pretty, I guess you could say, important moment in the show, quite pivotal, with the line near the fire, the campfire. I thought that this was awesome. So yeah, this episode with the woods and them for going in that, looking for the creature, kind of trying to hunt it down. I thought that this was so good, right? In the forest, and this is a scary place to be, right? And those who like camping, obviously, you might get a specific kind of, you might really enjoy this episode, since if you're familiar with this kind of setting. But I thought that this was the perfect setting: the forest, the woods, and hunting the creature there, where it's it's strong and so on and so forth. I thought that this was so good, right? And the action, everything as the story unravels and what you learn about it, that makes it such a good episode. The way it is shot in the woods, in the forest, with the big trees and everything, the bushes, the leaves. Wow, this is such an amazing setting, right? The way it is shot is wonderful, right? So I really loved that about this episode. Also, we have the actors. So we have the main ones, Jared and Jensen. Then we have Caleb Keith Rennie, who plays Roy, who is the ranger, who's kind of a dirtbag. But I like this actor. I've seen him in other TV shows as well. And he was really good, especially in this episode, even though he was not supposed to be a good guy per se. Then we have Gina Holden, who plays Haley Collins, who was pretty good in this episode, who plays the grieving sister, the one, actually not grieving, but the one who wants to find her brother. As you can tell, that's her. Then we have her brother, Ben Collins, who is on the left, if I'm not mistaken. Is that, yes, that's her brother, who's played by Alden Aaron Rach. I hope I'm not pronouncing this wrong. We have Donnelly Rose, who plays Mr. Shaw, who has some kind of a testimony at the beginning, who knows a little bit about the creature. We have Timothy Weber, who plays Ranger Wilkinson. Graham Wardle, who plays Tommy Collins, the missing one, the missing brother. Corey Monteith, who plays Gary. Rand Roberts plays Brad. Tamara Lashley plays paramedic. Rice Williams plays local. Roy Campsall plays the Wendigo, who's pretty awesome in it. And Michelle Brzezinski plays Mrs. Collins. Okay, so those are the main actors, and like I said, emphasis on Gina Holden, and also Caleb Keith Rennie, as well as the actor, Graham Wardle. Those three as the guest starring actors were so good in my opinion. So this is an excellent episode. Really liked how it all unravels, for instance, with the search in the woods, the creature, learning about it, learning how to defeat it, everything, the two brothers being, closer in this episode, and also the beginning with there's some kind of a nightmare sequence, which I won't spoil or anything, but I thought it was pretty awesome, really kind of sad at the beginning, but as the story goes on, you can tell that Sam is getting more and more focused, right, and more determined, like his brother, to find their father. And at the same time, they try to help as many people as they can in the process as they go along. So excellent episode. Really like the resolution as well. It's such an awesome episode to watch. So please, if you haven't, you have to watch this one, right? So this is my review of the episode. So if I were to rate this episode on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd definitely give it a 9.5 out of 10. Awesome episode, even better than the previous one, so I absolutely loved it. So 9.5 out of 10 for me for this episode. What about you folks? What did you think about it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would really like to hear about your thoughts and views on this episode, on the show in general. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next review, God willing. In the meantime, folks, stay safe, goodbye, and take care. This is Horror Town signing off.